Hello everyone, this is Aiman and this is my recap from today. Today it will be a little bit of a longer recap, so if you are interested you can watch it. If not, you can just scroll forward and watch some specific trades which I traded and why I traded them this way. Because in this recap I plan on going on all of my trades, winners and losers from today. Usually I just pick up a few stocks which are interesting, but I think today was actually interesting. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about all of my trades, and I think my losers were equal to my winners. But I don't really remember. We'll check now. I think around 5 losers, 6 winners. But I ended up the day around 19 or so because of trends and because of letting the winners run. This is really important. You need guys figure out on how or what you could do to let your winners run, minimize your losers and maximize your profits. So yeah, since Tesla is already opened here, let's discuss Tesla. Why was I interested in trading Tesla today? Looking at the daily chart, you could see an ascending triangle on the daily chart forming, or just stock chopping in the range, call it whatever you want to call it. But today we gapped up, we were ready for the breakout, and that made me really long buys in it. Unfortunately at the open I missed it. You could see that the pre-market high was there, it broke out, was a really perfect entry right there, but yeah, I missed it. I couldn't really catch it and I just decided to avoid trading it. After that it did sort of an ABCD pattern right there, but this was a sharp ABCD pattern. This pullback here, it was really sharp, it came back up and it dropped all the way below view up. What was I afraid of? I was afraid that it could do this, pull back because this was already a huge drop, and then continue dropping down. Yes, it was strong on the daily chart, yes, it was strong on the 15-minute chart, but we can't really expect that the market will do literally what we wanted to do, right? We need to wait for confirmations. Now again, I see that I actually missed it. I missed all this move. Did I chase it? No, it moved without me. It's fine. I can do just nothing about that, right? Let it go. Dropping one more time right there, and look at this. What do we have? We have it actually making higher lows. This second pullback made a higher low on the 5-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, you could see as well that it did an ABCD pattern, which I talked about on the webinar, with it's sort of a double bottom. This double bottom is showing you strength. It's showing you that the stock couldn't break the low of that pivot point right there, and it's not selling off. Right now, that made me confirmation. A hammer on the 15-minute chart, so I just decided to take it to the long side around there. This on the 15-minute chart. We'll discuss my entry based on the 5-minute chart and based on the 1-minute chart. So the 5-minute chart, again, took me a lot of time to make up my mind to take it to the long side. Eventually I finally did, so I took it to the long side, and I knew my entry is late. And you guys, if you are attending my trade review sessions, you know that after 3 consecutive candles I don't take a stock for a trend continuation unless I'll put my stop loss at the low of the wave. Your stop loss is always the level from which the stock actually bounces from. So I'm taking it to the long side, really small share size. If it just goes without me all the way up there, I'll have this as my entry, I'll have this as my stop loss. At the break of the half day, I'll have a good risk to reward. Or maybe if it goes up, pulls back, continues going higher, I will add and I will increase my average, but I needed just a little bit of an entry earlier. Pulling back, I'm adding a little bit to my position, still holding on below that level, and now I see that it's actually bouncing out of here. Now I know what's my technical level. I know that this is the level from which it bounced and this could be my stop loss. So I'm adding right there and moving my stop loss down there, making a higher low one more time. We're having a pennant forming. That's pennant, guys, right? Breaking the pennant. I didn't enter at the breakout of the pennant. I wanted it to break, pull back, retest. That was my main key. I'm adding to my position, moving my stop loss. You see, now I have a really tight stop loss, really good share size, partialing all the way up. I had one more order sitting up there. That was my last exit. Unfortunately it didn't get me filled, but it started dropping down. Was I afraid or scared that it might just go down without me and get me subbed out? Maybe yes, but after breakout, stocks usually retest and then continue. So what am I doing? I'm adding to my position, I'm moving my stop loss a little bit higher, and I'm just waiting. If it breaks this level, I'm out. If it works, I will have 3 targets and hopefully I'll get filled on them. We'll see that later. Now, another stock I traded today, and I think this was the first stock I've traded today, was an IO. Same thing, clear, strong daily chart, gap up on the daily chart, and yeah, I like that. Pre-market really strong, pre-market on the 15-minute chart. 5-minute chart strong on the 5-minute chart. 1-minute chart, that's where I actually traded. The market opens and I plan on taking my first trade based on opening range breakout. So what do we see here, guys? Stock strong in the pre-market. It's making sort of a double bottom, coming back up, pulling back a little bit, breaking up. I'm taking it to the long side. After breakout, so I put my stop loss at the half of the range, it's getting down, getting stopped out. Am I mad about that? Not really. Am I still watching it? Yes, because maybe it still didn't fail. Maybe this is a pullback and it will continue doing that. Dropping down, engulfing right there, which I actually liked about it. And finally, I'm taking my position to the long side, having my stop loss at the low. After breakout, stock is retesting. I'm adding to my position. This is a 10-minute open range breakout, so this entry was based on the 5-minute chart. Let me show you that. That's it. 10-minute open range breakout after the hammer. I'm adding to my position, and then I'm partialing all the way up. Now, stock got extended from the 9 moving average in the 5-minute chart. 3 consecutive 5-minute candles. Extended from the 9 and the 5. I want to try and take it for a parabolic reversal. So what am I doing? I'm exiting my whole position to the long side, and I'm flipping my position to the short side, having my stop loss a little bit up there, which is not the best stop loss, and I'm getting stopped out. Impulsive flip my position to the long side, and I realize that I'm actually revenge trading here, so just bail on the position. Yes, I missed this move. Am I mad about it? Not really. That was my stop loss. That was a really small stop loss right there, but yeah, I don't want to break my rules. Exit on this trade, missed this move, now let it do whatever it does. I wanted to make sure that this thing is still strong before I take it to the long side. 15-minute chart comes in play. Having an ABCD pattern on the 15-minute chart, taking it to the long side, taking more at the D right there, then partialing all the way up. Exited all at 26.50, because 26.50 is a round number. The ATR is already so huge, it didn't move bigger than the ATR, and I didn't actually expect it to go above 26.50. You see, I was wrong. Nothing bad about it right there. Now, those were my adds and entries on the 1-minute chart later. Right here, the stop was at the low, adding for the breakout, exactly for the breakout, and moving my stop loss to the half of the range. JKS, same thing. It was strong on the daily chart, gapping up to all-time high. I was really interested in trading this thing to the long side, but unfortunately at the open it sold off. It just didn't do my plan. Did I take it to the short side? Not really, because I was interested in trading this thing to the long side. Instead, I just waited for it to give me a setup, and I see that it's going to the upper side, forming an ABCD pattern, taking it to the long side, having my stop loss down there, and then I just took all out at 67 round number. You see it went to 69. I actually have a little bit FOMO. Maybe I managed this trade really bad. Yeah, it was bad. I should have actually managed better. First thing, I should have added here, but unfortunately I wasn't watching it. I just set a range order and I left because I was already tired. I should have added here, or I should have added at the breakout and moved my stop loss to the half of the range. Second thing, that was supposed to be partial, and finally I should have added at the next pullback right there. So yeah, this trade was managed so bad on JKS. MU, same thing. It was strong on the daily chart. I liked it on the 15-minute chart for a breakout. I was really long biased on it. Was I wrong? Yes. Am I mad about that? Not really. We are not market wizards. We just trade our plans, right? The entry here was mainly based on the 1-minute chart. Let's go there. There it is. I gave it some time to settle down. It dropped down, it got engulfed. I take it for the long side, it's breaking out. I'm adding to my position for the breakout, and I lost here 1.5 hour. That was a bigger loss, and I managed it really bad. But yeah, came back up, should have re-entered maybe at the breakout just for a quick move right there. Didn't do that, not mad about it. So yeah, this stock just didn't give my plan and just ended up selling off today. So I just avoided trading it. Apple, stock is trading in a range on the daily chart, so I could expect it to go anywhere, right? What I liked about it is that it dropped to yesterday's low, and it bounced off yesterday's low. It didn't break it. That gave me a boost to trade this thing to the long side. 5-minute chart, engulfing crack, or also 5-minute open range breakout, squeezing above all the moving average after the sell-off. Taking it to the long side, partialing all the way up, adding to my position, adding more to my position on an ABCD pattern, getting me stopped out. Not mad about it. Am I mad because I added and it got me stopped out? Not really, because you see that adds, they increase my win rate on most of my trades. So yeah, taking it to the long side, partial, a lot of partials here. That was really badly managed. Maybe I should have added right here. closer to the daily level I had right there, and then as you said, so I added and I got sold out. Let me actually see, I forgot what else I traded. I think it was PTON. Yeah, it was PTON. PTON. Strong uptrend on the daily chart, breakout on the 15-minute chart right here. 5-minute chart, also a breakout, right? I take it to the long side. That was chase. I know that after 3 consecutive candles, the stock is doing a pullback. I was supposed to wait for the pullback, or I was supposed to give it more room. So yeah, this trade was really badly managed. The rest were really good, partial all the way up, adding on the pullback and getting stopped out. Let's see how that looked like on the 1-minute chart. 1-minute chart, that's it's going up, it's pulling back a little bit, so I just decided to add on the pullback, hopefully, or hoping that this will be a retest. Unfortunately, it didn't retest this level, it actually retested this level, and after I realized that, I take it to the long side, W shape, adding more, breakout, adding to my position. After the breakout, moving my stop loss to the half of the range. I was a couple of pennies away from getting stopped out at my loss, breaking out, taking partials, adding more, and exiting a little bit with a loss. Overall, the trade was profitable because this was 10%. I had 10% remaining. I doubled that 10%, so I had 20% of my remaining, and I exited those at a small loss right there. One of the trades which I'm really proud about was the SPY. I love the entry right there. So first of all, why did I like the SPY to the long side? In the pre-market, it kept holding this moving average right here, making higher lows on the 15-minute chart. 60-minute chart, new 60-minute high. 5-minute chart, not really clean. So that was not based on this. It was mainly based on the 60-minute chart. 1-minute chart, look at that entry. This is I'm actually really proud about. I had a limit order to get me filled at the 100 moving average. It literally got me filled to the penny. My stop loss wasn't just this tight, so I don't think this was 10 or 100 or 20 hours trade. I think my stop loss was a little bit before or below the previous day close or at the previous day close. That was my risk right there. That's the reward, and yeah, that's it. I think that was it. Let me actually just confirm. Yeah, those were my trades for today, guys. A little bit of a long recap. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, aiman@bearabletraders.com. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Aiman BBT, Aiman with an I. This is an N. So yeah, I broke an IO trade in detail right there. If you are interested, yeah, that's it. Have a good day, everyone, and bye bye.